Hey, what's up guys? The Theironhulk is here with a Transformers video review. Today we have the Reveal the Shield Generation 2 Optimus Prime. Now as you can see, he's a mixture of the movie-verse look. He has flames on the front of his cab, and you know, he does retain some look, some of the same looks from the Generation 2 Optimus Prime, but overall he's a pretty just, I guess you can say, mediocre figure in vehicle mode. You know, nothing really stands out. It just kind of, yeah, it's okay. There's no epicness to this. You know, the movie Optimus Prime had his giant truck, and even the Cybertron, War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. It was a really neat kind of vehicle, like alien vehicle. But this guy, he just doesn't do much for me. You know, he does come with his sword, which I kind of put back here as kind of like a towing device or something. But besides that, there's just really nothing, you know, too spectacular about his vehicle mode. But we can go ahead and transform him. We just remove this. And what I like to do first is just kind of open the front here. And then his arms, oh, another thing about the vehicle mode, his arms are just barely hidden by these two pipe things right here on the side. So yeah, his arms show up and you just pop them out. The door, the bottom part of the door is attached to his arms. So yeah, so you just kind of go like that, and then detach this blue peg right here. Just go like that, and lift down his feet. So yeah, transformation on this guy is pretty simple. Doesn't really involve too much thinking. So what you do here on his legs, his wheels actually go in his leg, more or less. So it gives him kind of a neat look. So what you do is you pull out the wheel right here and move it up like this, and then it should squeeze in. You just gotta find the right, let's see, come on, there we go. So then you do the same here, and then you move to the back here and you lift these panels up, and then you can push the wheel all the way in, and they lock in pretty well. So like that, and then these black panels, they just kind of go to the side like this, so it kind of completes his leg and he doesn't look all naked. So you do the same here, lift these panels up. You can do this first, doesn't really matter which way you do it, and move the wheels like so, have them just lock into place. They just kind of swivel upwards, and then you just lock them into place. Pretty simple. This guy is having some trouble though. There we go. So yeah, there are his legs. And then for the top part, just lift up the cab, top of the cab, and an interesting note here. Be very careful. You have to push in these windows on the side. You have to push them in because that kind of completes his chest. Be very careful because I actually already sort of broke this window here. The plastic just would not turn. Like the little ratchet inside just would not go in, and I put some force into it, and I just ended up bending the plastic. So now I have to be very careful in in not breaking this. So, you know, it's scary because, I mean, it almost feels like I'm gonna break it, but you know, the good thing about Transformers is they are pretty sturdy. So, yep, so there we go. And so we got that, just kind of square off the arms like so. And then just move the whole front of the cab like that, and then just push it down. And then we just kind of put Optimus' head in. And there you go. Here is, oh wait, no, one more thing. Do the back part here. Just kind of squeeze in like that. There you go. And yeah, there you go. Here's Optimus Prime in his G2 mode. One thing I can say off the bat, he is really tiny. He's a really tiny figure. And you know, it's a bit disappointing because I thought he would have been a tad bit bigger. But you know, what are you gonna do? His articulation is really nice. He's got ball jointed legs. You know, just the usual, very much, you know, in the same court as the other Reveal the Shield figures. And he does have his sword. And you just go like this. You have to put this peg into the small rod right there, and then you just kind of hear that click, and there you go. Here's his sword, and you can put it on either hand. His hands are really tiny, so when you put the sword in, you have to be very careful because that is one fragile aspect of Prime. So a quick size comparison. Here he is with War for Cybertron Optimus and his Corbot axe. You can tell that War for Cybertron Optimus is a lot bigger. I mean, not, you know, enormously bigger, but you can tell that the figure is just bigger overall. And this is, I believe, the smallest figure so far in the Reveal the Shield series. So I am a bit disappointed that they did not make him bigger and more heroic, but I did kind of figure out a fun way to make him a bit taller. So what you do is, we'll move Prime over here. These black panels, you can switch them upwards like this, so he kind of has more of a high heel type thing. And this sort of gives him more elevation. You know, like if you display him with other Autobots, you still want him to be taller, or at least, you know, a little bit bigger. So so he is a bit taller now. He's still not up to War for Cybertron's Optimus's head, but he's, you know, he's closer. But what you can also do, if you want, you can lift his chest piece up a little bit, and then you can raise the arms up a little bit. I mean, you know, for posing, because if you move him, his arms will go back down. But I mean, you can do a lot with this guy, and you know, you can do that, and he still looks pretty. Actually, he looks a little bit more heroic because his chest sticks out a little bit more. And yeah, so he is a little bit bigger. And you can, you know, compare him to Reveal the Shield Jazz, and so, you know, that makes a little bit more sense. He's a bit more, you know, in the heroic kind of scale, even though that's not the way Hasbro intended them to look like, obviously. But I mean, it is a nice figure. The truck mode is so-so. But if you do display him like this, I think you will be very happy with the way he looks. Of course, it's not the real representation that you want him to be in, but it's still very nice. We'll just do a quick focus on his face here, because I actually do really like his face. Let's see. There we go. So, as you can see, he has much more of a movie-verse look to him. His face is, yeah, it's much more anime, kind of, yeah, Transformers movie look instead of the G1 Optimus. Which, you know, I still like. I still think it's neat. And you can also... Let's see if the light can show it. I don't think so. But he does have a mini matrix sculpted into his chest. Yeah, I think you can see it. Let's see. Yeah. It's a little bit difficult to see, but yeah, you can sort of see the sculpting. So that's also a really nice addition that they did. So, you know, Hasbro at least tried with this figure, and I'll tell you, he probably won't be the #1 selling Reveal the Shield figure, but he's a really nice addition to your Optimus Prime collection. And if you raise his heels like that, he sort of kind of, you know, goes with the rest of the guys in terms of scale. But yeah, in kind of a general aspect, he is a little bit disappointing. But I'm still happy with the guy, and he looks great in this position. And I have the Battle in Space set, so they come with this matrix. So that's how I pose him. He's holding the matrix up in the air. So it's a really nice, nice addition to the collection. So all right, guys, thanks for watching my review, and stick back for some more awesome reviews and videos. And did I just say stick back? Is that even a word? All right. Well, anyways, all right, guys. Well, take care, and adios.